Hello, Ikeaniers. Here is a lovely shampoo for your dog that is suitable for our purpose. I have two movies. One is The Apartment. You should watch it. I can leave you the link if you want, because this is a link. And this one is Amelie, which is a new movie who talks about Adré Toto. But actually, his name is something different. Um, I don't know. I think I like other movie who I have in over here. In here is the breakfast at Tiffany's. Mm, Here, breakfast at Tiffany's. Uh, so I don't know. I think it's time that I call you Ikeaner since IKEA is opening. O Ikeanos. IKEA is opening this supermarket in Barcelona and Madrid, and they totally get my idea from me. They have to open a section for parties and alcohol, cheap alcohol, sell vodka like cheap €1 bottle and small size, and you can have lots of clients. I think I have thought about my kitchen equipment gets always with stuff on it. I was thinking how to fix it. Like there is a material who is um it has a Teflon and the Teflon doesn't work well. And I have thought of creating something new. I don't know if it's gonna work, and this is why I changed my idea, which is putting um um ceramic interior and metallic exterior. So I think about creating something that was a pot of to cook stuff that can be with the the shiny look, and you can put um you can have um this look. Well, the idea is that the metal get heated with the induction, for example, or the halogen or whatever, and you wouldn't scratch the glass, and if it's ceramic also. And you can have pottery. Also, it's more resistant because the pottery won't break with the metallic thing. And I will think about the shape. I have to design in this computer the shape, but I think it can be like 7 centimeters high for the good number, and about 40 centimeters. I don't know if it's too big of diameter of a circular thing, and it will have like a saucepan, like no a saucepan, no, like a sartén is the word in Spanish, like pan or something. I think is the word. I don't know the word in English. Um, so I don't know. I maybe work at IKEA. This thing I have applied and they haven't said me hello. It's time to say me hello and welcome to IKEA. I think I don't need to work in Sweden because I work probably in Spain. I only need to talk with Swedish people who give me the ideas for my creating new stuff and have a conversation. I don't know where we're gonna have that conversation, and I don't know. I don't want to go to that meetings I used to go, where supposedly they copy me, or because I talk with people about furniture and stuff like that, and this why great so lots of things, and they're boring, and they're set to Sundays. I have a meeting with a friend, and I don't know. Maybe I should go for other day, or I wish I had the money to go to IKEA, to the restaurant, and start drawing there. It would be my dream, and like I did when I was start working at IKEA, supposedly, and bring the laptop and a couple of people talking about furniture. It will be enchanting, but people will be looking around, and maybe it wouldn't work so well. Um, there were a guy who always made the joke that we should work at IKEA. I strongly believe that the reason for having hair loose is an animal that is one of these, and it's like it sticks into your skin and eats your blood, and I have to have a peel, and I didn't have the peel, and it's time that I have the peel. But I use a shampoo, and most of them have gone away. My nose doesn't have these black issues in the thing. I don't know. I think Marius is sending me like test messages through my phone and sending me pictures, and he has learned how to postpone an image. Is called in English, or postponer. No, postponer no. Um, postproducción. I think it's the word in Spanish. Um, it's actually retalking the contrast, the color, the saturation, and you have a better image. And then I have Jarl or Jarlo or whatever it's called, and he's sweet. He talks with me, but he's very immature, and he's scared of everything. People have told me that I should get two boyfriends and three boyfriends, make a three. And my mom has emphasized that, but giving me three sling trunks in my in my backpack, or maybe was the priest, I don't know. And now I have two guys and a woman, and the woman is an option that I haven't cleared myself, because she maybe have a kid with me or not. I don't know. A woman came here and told me she was pregnant, and we didn't have sex. We had uh, one of these techniques for having babies, and I don't believe it was her. It was Kaylin Hill. She told me she was a different person. I don't know if it was her, or if it even was a man or a woman or whatever. Mm. I hear the noise from the heart of the kids, and they had babies, they had twins, and I had some twins long time ago when I was 14 or 12, and a jerk in a cab, and they do the same procedure. I didn't know that procedure existed. I see a movie talking about gays making fun of it, and I didn't realize they were my kids until one day when she emphasized talking about having kids with very young age, and and the thing is that I see a movie of of a guy called mm, he was from the Movida Madrileña, and he was very famous. He won an Oscar, and he made a movie about gays and women. The women are treated really humanizer, womanizer, and gays are treated like gods with hands, with wings. And he talked about a guy who had kids and blah 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 blah. And he saw a letter he receives, and by that story I realized that I have two kids, and that my cousin, who is my aunt, who is having issues for having the babies, and she's complaining because she wants to have the babies to see them, and I'm the father supposedly, and I'm not able to see them. I have never seen them since they were babies, and I see her once a very short time. And I have babies also with a woman from Santander that is called mm, Vanessa or Vane, and she had a baby or two, I don't know, and she got pregnant, and she asked me to have babies, and she wanted to have babies with two people, with his wife and her. And I told her I didn't want to have babies with the other wife because I didn't have the confidence to have babies with her. And I grew a relationship with her, and we talk about everything. And I decided that, and maybe that's my first kid because it's the one I wanted, and the kid I wanted for me that I have never met, because maybe I'm the legal father or maybe not. But I asked her to have a double paternity, to have two mothers instead of a father and a mother. And I don't know if it was the right thing to do, but maybe the kid now is wondering who is his father. And I meet a guy once in McDonald's, and I asked him for the name, and he didn't say anything. And he looked a lot like me, and I went like, maybe he's my father. And the reason I'm talking about that, my father and everything, is because lots of times people have told me about a guy who suicide not very far from where I live, and it makes sense that it's like that. And maybe I could look in the newspaper and find the article if it exists, because suicides are not taking control. There were a guy, and he had a house, and the house was in the way. Mm, well, now it's not in the way. It used to be in the way, and now it's in the way, and it just not to be in the way. And the house was a very old house that no one has lived before afterwards. The guy had issues with the mortgage, and he has a mental illness like I do have. And because his my ill mental illness is provided by your father, and he killed with the razor, or he hang out, I don't know. And He he left me. I was a baby. Maybe I was 5 months old. This is why the pictures make sense, and this is why where I was born is called Sivares, like the place I used to live. And when I was born, my mom decided to buy a house in Sivares for telling me that I wasn't adopted, which is the mature thing to do. And I have two fathers and a mother. Maybe I have family. Maybe I don't have family. And the truth is that um, I will never meet that family until something happens. And I hear that the history of IKEA owner is pretty similar because he killed with a gun. I don't know if it's true, and she was from Switzerland. It doesn't make sense because he's from Sweden. Maybe I don't know. And I think I should design the pot, and and I don't know. Maybe I can have Coca-Cola life in another life because it tastes better and it's less calories. Mm, I have here. I went in the bus, and I have here that the teacher mm, failed me, and the part I passed was the story of art that was relevant, and that he draw something in the sun. And the reason he failed me is because I passed the PAU, or the Samsford University, and he failed me, and I passed the exam, and now he wants to fail me. And he's a retarded guy who needs to find a life apart from giving lessons to students. I've been a jerk like most teachers are. So we father say have teachers' lives and focus less in the marks and more in the learning of the students. I will say that taxes are important and pay taxes per everything, but social security is very expensive for companies and for auto self-employed. And direct taxes are the ones who prove that the amount of money you make, and this is why I think they should be bigger. And from direct taxes you can pay mortgage, or you can pay social security, because they're separated in Spain, social security and taxes. And now we have an issue because there are not so many employees, and there are lots of retired people. And what else? Mm, maybe they can take some taxes and they destinate it to social security. And I don't know. Rajoy asked me for help, and I'm gonna say him uh, change the social security for self-employed and give help for rents for business, like they do for houses, and like as a reducement in the money they make, or less tax to pay or something like that. I think it already happens. I don't know. We will see what my ex-boyfriend wants to do.